Alright, so welcome again people to MG Sports TV. Hopefully guys are doing good and everything is okay. So Hallgrimsson's called another local base camp. What I'm going to do, I'm going to give you guys the name of the players and also the clubs that they play for. You will see it on the screen in momentarily. But before I do that, I want you guys to hit the like button. I want to also hit the subscribe button if you're here for the first time. If you like content like this, definitely. Really appreciate the support. Massive respect to everyone who is consistently tuning in, and also persons who have reached out and say, hey MG, whatever, good job. I definitely appreciate it. Alright, so let me tell you, first of all, I love this initiative. That's an ongoing initiative by Hallgrimsson. Maybe next week we might see another practice game. Not sure where the practice game is going to be kept or held, but I'm looking forward to see that, hopefully. Just saying hopefully. No, this, as I said, this should be an ongoing thing. You know, just to, as I said, it's more likely a Hallgrimsson thing to fine-tune his craft, to get himself a bit more fair with coaching and all these type of things. So it's an important and an ideal time. So let me just bring the names up so you guys can see exactly what is happening and who are these players and what the intent is. And the clubs that they're playing for. Anyways, so this is a list, and this is what the list looks like. It's a squad of 24 players. I know maybe a couple of them are going to be a part of the reserve, but nevertheless, all of them will be in training. All of them will be in camp. I kind of anticipate to see if there's going to be like open training session or something like that. You know, maybe I'll just pass by. Maybe, just maybe. But nonetheless, let's get straight into the meat of the matter. Let's have a look at the names. So one, we have Justin Dunn of Tivoli Garden. He's actually leading goal scorer for Tivoli Garden at this moment with 10 goals scored against Arne Garden, a penalty against Arne Garden the other night to enter into double figures. Next up, we have Ricardo Thomas from Dumbo back at it again. It's been a long while since I've seen him in the national setup because he was actually one of the regular features. Most of you would have known him playing at left back and right back for the Reggae Boyz. I think he predominantly, during that time period, he was at Waterhouse actually. Next up, we have Andre Fletcher of Waterhouse. We have Kemar Foster of Waterhouse. You guys know the goalkeeper. I think you're going to see some new names now than what we saw last week. I do believe that the coaches having an in-depth look at a lot of personals within the local league, but most importantly, still has a set of players who are going to be consistently being called up. So that would maybe be his base core from the local camp. Next up, Marlon Martin from Arne Garden. Kyle Dixon again from Arne Garden. Happy to see him again in the squad. We have Joel Cunningham, Arne Garden. Fabian Reed, no Parker Blacks has gotten the opportunity to be, highlighted. It's been a long while for him and a long time coming for him. Scored his 80th goal of the Jamaica Premier League last Monday when he scored for the opening goal of the encounter, the Garden encounter, Arne Garden versus Tivoli Garden. But certainly, really good goal. Certainly a man that I think he's around 31. I know a lot of people are going to say, boy, I'm too old, but really and truly, he's a really good finisher. Very good finisher. Anyways, happy to see him in his squad. Joel Cunningham, still back at it again. Left side centre back of Arne Garden. And Jamon Shepherd of Arne Garden. Nice to see Jamon Shepherd getting a look in as well. Now we have Kyle Ming of Cavaliers. JD White Cavaliers. JD White back again. Now he's a player that the coach likes him actually. The coach really liked Jaden White, but I think didn't he came off injured? Well, hopefully it's not nothing serious, but I think he came off injured when over the game at Waterhouse. Maybe I'm getting some. I don't think that's what that was the case. But we all know Jaden White. I think the goalkeeper that even Tapper himself liked him. Paul Hall liked him. So a lot of the senior coaches like Jaden White. Adrian Reed, the youngster, happy to see him. Richard King was back with the national setup. Chanel Thomas, interesting, and Christopher Ainsworth. So, nice. So, Christopher Ainsworth and Adrian Reed just coming back from the U20s, now being called up in the local camp. So, also quite interesting as well. All players from Cavaliers. Now, we move to Mount Pleasant. First player from Mount Pleasant is Jamal Tope. Been a long while since I've seen him back in the national colours. And many persons asking where have Tope has been. No, for those who have seen Tope in a long time, he's been shredded. Me means him cut right down. We all know Tope was just tall and have a lot of weight, but he has cut right down. People cut right down. He's actually in good, really good shape now. Prior to when he was in, usually got the national call up. He's actually in better shape right now. Demara Phillips, I do expect to see his face as a player that Hallgrimsson really like. Ramon Owell, another player who was a part of the national setup and coming back. Shaquan Davis, goalkeeper. Daniel Green, coming back from overseas, and performing well in the league, and see himself to get the opportunity now to showcase his skill set in front of Hallgrimsson. From Portmore United, now we have 3 players from Portmore United. Alex Marshall coming back from trials. Emilio Rossar, left back, as well as Stephen Young, which actually is in a brilliant form right now this season. Scoring goal and not conceding. That's Stephen Young, I'm saying. That is in immaculate form right now. Really good form. Very good defender. And finally, we have Stephen Young. Sorry, my apologies. Finally, we have Jason Wright of Malines. No one from there. No one from Umber Lion. No Treasure Beach. No Limal. Wells. No Arbor View. I think that is it. Yeah. So this is a selection. These are the players that Hallgrimsson will be looking at over this duration, because you don't know, sir. Hallgrimsson did say that he wants to have a look at most. You won't be able to see all, but you want to have a look at most of the players who are actually in the limelight. Not just, when I say in the limelight, players who have been performing well throughout the season. And these are definitely some of the names who have been a high performance. And there's going to be a lot of mentions, but based off what I'm seeing going on a weekly basis, even players that I mentioned on the last time that I would love to see, I'm seeing them now. So I love that the continuation of this camp, these local camps, for these players to get the opportunity. Hey, see what I can do. Nevertheless, I'm not saying that these players must be a part of whatever Gold Cup or World Cup qualification, or not Gold Cup, Nation League. Well, I'm saying that just an opportunity for Hallgrimsson himself to see them, just to see what his assessment of these players are. Because as I said, the talent is everywhere, nonetheless. And it's very important that we can make a fair assessment of everyone. You won't get everyone, but as much as possible of the players or of the talent that is here. Even though people say, talent, which talent where? You know, Jamaicans are, especially the Reggae Boyz fans. But happy to see another camp brewing, another camp going for another 2 days. Let's see how this camp turn out. Let's see if there's going to be any practice game. That's going to be interesting. Let's see if there's going to be any practice game this time around. And interesting to see it. Very interesting to see what's going to happen here. Anyways, tell us what I think, people, about this, about the squad. Tell us what I think about Hallgrimsson's progress and what Hallgrimsson is doing so far with these regular local camps, which is very important. And as I said, really important for Hallgrimsson, as he consistently coached during the time period that nothing much is happening. So he keep himself very sharp. So when time Nation League come around, his mind is still sharp from coaching in some recent games. Big up on yourself, people. Smash the like button, hit subscribe button, and tell us what you think in the comment section. I really appreciate it if you do so. And I'll see you guys again. Share the video if you don't mind. MG Sports TV, people. We are out. Boom. Outro.